Hi guys, this is Namkraft. What's going on? Welcome to Starcraft British commentary. This is going to be the ASL S20. This is going to be day 2 of the prelims. We're going to be having the king of Protoss, Mr. Bisu, playing against who is this nOOB? So Bisu lost yesterday in a PvP, only to play again in the finals of his group in yet another PvP where coin tosses are known to happen rampantly. Let's see if Bisu is gonna have the best of luck today, because he did not have it with the game against Paralyzed, but this is once again best of 3. So you know, we can still have some good surprises. nOOB. Anything we need to know about this player? Let me just look up my insane Starcraft database. His name is Kim Bong-soo, and his other alias is Dog. He's born in 1994, which makes him 31 years old today, and I guess that's about all the information we have about him. Looks like Bisu is going to be located at the bottom right of the screen in the brown color. nOOB is going to be at the bottom left in the gray color. So far, identical build, but Bisu, being the higher rank player, is going to come out with an early scout. This is very much expected of him, because we do want to have him be a bit more careful and kind of worried a bit, because we might have some kind of strange shenanigans being pulled by the opposing player. Looks like Bisu is gonna have some difficulty trying to get on this ramp. He's getting harassed by the enemy, but he's finally get there, and which means nOOB scouting's timing is gonna be a little bit delayed. Bisu might go for a Manor Pylon, about to put it down, but at the last minute he's not going to do it. He's going to be opening with a Zealot first, and he's once again still trying to put down the Manor Pylon. And nOOB is going to take some hits here. Bisu is going to come back from the side of Zealot, is going to try to block it. So the game will go on, but on this other map, Bisu is going to be facing a scouting probe as well from the enemy. Keep in mind this ramp on Radeon is big, so a single Zealot could not block the probe, but it's going to be up to Micro. Bisu doesn't even try. He loses the opportunity to actually, you know, take out that probe. And yeah, we're going to be getting ready. So are you supporting Bisu or not? Or do you think he's going to go far if he wins this game? Please let me know in the comments, because Bisu, it's very sad that we have an ASL without him, of course, but he is, no, he is overrated, I feel. You know, in some games he's very good, but if you look at the Elo ranking today, which I will show you momentarily, he is quite highly ranked. There's going to be a small attack, a single Dragoon, and a Zealot is gonna try to chase out the other scouting probe and the other scouting Zealot. Here are the rankings of the players in Broodwar a few days ago. As you can see, Bisu is at number 4. He's at number 4. And if we look up, you know, some kind of, what are these guys called? Benchmark players. So, you know, here are the relevant Elo ranking of some of the players. And do we have the win rate for Bisu? I don't have any other information for that. We know that Bisu is not in the Hall of Fame for the ASL, because he has not yet won any gold medals in ASL. So basically that's what we have. So that is going to be the end of these information. Let's put them away. By the way, some of you have complained that you don't want to see these whatever, you know, new stats and stock stickers at the bottom side of the map, and I have to apologize, and they will stay, because if you know me at all, if you don't know me, then it doesn't really matter. If you don't know me, you are not only here for the Starcraft. Oh, Templar Archive from Bisu. You are here just to learn and to grow and to nourish your own capacity for critical thinking and so forth. So, you know, watching the stock tickers is the bare minimum I expect you to do on my channel. You're going to be a lot better as a Starcraft and a Namkraft student if you are, you know, watching the video, analyzing the stock tickers and the new stickers, you know, also doing the homework for your child, cleaning up the houses, doing the dishes for your wife, everything else in between. If you can do all of that while watching Starcraft and the stock tickers, and you truly master the art of Starcrafting or Namcrafting or whatever. Anyways, we're going to be having Bisu coming out from the Roman having a Dark Templar. And as for nOOB, he has got an Observer, right? Right? Yeah, the Observer is coming. The Observer is coming, so Bisu's gonna have to defend correctly here. It looks like the Dragoons are returning from nOOB, and as for Bisu, he's gonna come around. I think this is a Doctor. Yeah, this Doctor is gonna try to get inside, but the Dragoons are here to protect. Yeah, they can see the Dragoons, and the Dragoons can kind of see the Dark Templar, so that's gonna be, and the Observer has finally arrived, so this Dark Templar has gotta have nowhere to go. The good thing for Bisu is, of course, he's expanded early. He's gonna have to hold with the cannons. It would take a while for him to get his High Templars out, and behind this noob is gonna be going with a, oh my god, where is the observer when you needed it? This observer has come out, he's gonna actually die to the cannon as well, so he's gonna be losing an observer needlessly. This Dr. is gonna be hiding in the back. He takes 1 stab, 2 stab, and that's about it. He takes 3 hits, not that much, and like I mentioned, the observer was killed. The observer was killed. I mean, no humans in their right capacity would be able to micro that. Anyways, this Dr. is gonna be hiding on the backside. Are you forgetting something, Mr. Noob? He has seen this other Dr. coming in, but this is buying time for Bisu. Keep that in mind. He's gonna take at least 3 swipe and gets 3 probes here. He will arrive at the backside and he will be behind that. And Bisu's gonna be going for a frontal attack. Not a bad idea where the enemy is completely getting stuck in the corner. He will lose another Dr. I think the Reaver should be coming out, and that's gonna be signal for Bisu to return. He cannot attack efficiently with just 3 Dragoons and High Templars. He's gonna have to come wait for the backside here, but now we're gonna be having 3 bases from Neo. Interesting, because usually the Bisu, who is the the player with better, what is this kind of view? With a better situation now, would be going for Shadow and Observer just to be completely safe. But there's no reason Bisu to need to be doing that, because he knows that the enemy doesn't have he doesn't have a City of Doom, he doesn't have a Templar Archive, so it's gonna be better for you to actually focus on, for example, getting your upgrades up, getting more gateway, or maybe even expanding. Okay, I guess you could not expand because against Reavers, if you expand, you're dead. But anyways, looks like an Observer is going to try to check out the situation now. He will get a Zealot Observer from Noob going inside, and he will see a lot of things, but he will not see those High Templars hiding on the low ground. Behind this, Noob is making largely Observers. He will be transitioning into Reavers soon. The moment he gets his 3rd Nexus saturated, he will be coming up with Reavers. And as for Bisu, he's expecting Reavers, but they're not coming yet. Behind this, there's gonna be a triple Nexus, and this is the way for Noob to try to get back in the game here after kind of almost failing with those Dark Templar run by. So it looks like this robot's gonna complete, and Bisu is gonna make Observers first. Yeah, sure, we need to make Observers. We will have a Reaver, and what is that upgraded? We'll go for the Reaver. Is that going to be Shadow with Speed? I think Shadow with Speed is what's being upgraded. I would be very, very surprised if it's actually not Shadow with Speed, but it's Reaver damage, Scrap damage. Behind this, of course, Bisu is coming up. He's gonna have Zelle with legs soon. Of course, his core is very delayed. He's gonna have his own observatory. Both players have about the same amount of supply. Bisu is gonna have the advantage of tech though. Zella's gonna come out. More gateways finally gonna come up. And finally, Noob is gonna have his gateway explosion a little bit behind Bisu in terms of timing, but his 3 base should be able to support. And there's gonna be a High Templar drop. Not a bad idea. Of course, this is what you want to have when you have a surplus of High Templars, and we don't have observers spotting this area. This area's got the one good thing is that base doesn't have many probes. Some of the probes have already been sent to the base, so they will arrive now, and Noob will see that there's gonna be a huge drop. A lot of storms here. He storms everything and he kills every single probe. Not bad, Bisu boy. You are doing a good job here. Looks like that Shadow's gonna go into the center once again. And these probes need to run hard. He's gonna land something. He can get 1 shot maybe. He's not able to get anything. He's gonna try to go towards the 3rd base. And do we have any cannons at the 3rd base? I don't believe there's a cannon there. He's got a Dragoon. He's got some Dragoon and he can spot it. Looks like Bisu's Shadow is gonna get pushed back inside the main. Do we have Dragoons? Yes, we do have Dragoons. The probes are still running away. Maybe the Shadow can do 1 last shot. He will land here. Dragoons are not attacking. What are you doing? The Shadow's gonna get destroyed. He will take 1 last drop. In the main, he will kill he will kill the probes on gas. Not bad, he'll get at least 3 probes there. So Bisu take advantage of the situation very, very nicely, and he's got 95 supply, and he's gonna have a lot of High Templars, and Zealot with legs should be kicking in soon. He's making only Zealot, I believe. And as for Noob, he's got a Reaver. So he's gonna be able to hold here. The Shadow's got speed though, keep that in mind. Double Shadow is still very, very strong. But with Zealot with leg in mass number, it's very hard. He's gonna have to do a shot now just to clear out the Reavers, clear out the Dragoon before anything happens. And looks like Bisu's got Observer with him. Looks like he's gonna be very careful. Both players are treading very thin lines here. Noob has got his own version of Dragoons and Zealot as well. We might have another Shadow drop. No, we don't see it. This is possibly an Observer there going towards Noob's expansion, not a full drop there. Looks like Bisu's gonna decide to come on this side. The Observer is able to spot this army movement. Nicely done. Then he's gonna have to hold this area. The Reaver's gonna try to buy time by pushing those Dragoons back. Both the players are playing very, very cautiously, especially Bisu. His life is on the line. His lifeline is on. if I might say. It's going to be a nice attack. Reaver's going to take nice 6 shots on those Dragoons here. Hydra is going to cast a storm, but the Shadow has already escaped. Behind his Bisu's going to have to micro hard. He's going to take another storm, and one of the Reavers is going to pick up both of the units. Nicely done by nOOB. He's not a noob, I thought he's going to be losing the first Reaver, but he's able to kind of contain his area. But I guess at the last minute, he's going to be losing everything now. This Reaver is going to take one last shot, one final shot, but that's going to be it. And I think the first game is going to be going for Bisu. nOOB had his chance. Not bad, but GG from nOOB. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.